the week, powered by U.S. Cellular at Siskiyou. Tonight, the Grants Pass Cavemen come to town to take on your South Medford Panthers. We're pleased to bring you this game on TableRockSports.net in partnership with the Medford School District and our participating community business partners. Joe Brett is the executive producer for events on TableRockSports.net. I'm going to step away from the microphone and take things down onto Dennis Murphy Court for the singing of our nation's anthem and the player introductions. You're watching Panther basketball on TableRockSports.net. There you have it, the starting five for both squads. Before this game tips off, let's step into the Bills Glass Coaches Corner. Bills Glass is the clear choice and industry leader in Southern Oregon for almost 50 years. Locally owned and family run Bills Glass in Ashland, Medford, and Grants Pass. First, for the visitors, the Grants Pass Cavemen, a record of 1-5 overall, 0-3 in the 6A Southwestern Conference. They are coached by Tyler York. Assistant coach is Steve York. And now for the Bills Glass Coaches Corner for your South Medford Panthers. They are undefeated in 2021, 6-0 overall, 3-0 in league. Grants Pass versus South Medford is underway on TableRockSports.net. So great to have you with us. Ball loose as Devin Malcolm hit the deck and will get fouled as he went for the steal. Starting 5 on the floor for the South Medford Panthers: Devin Malcolm, Jackson Wheeland, Junior Sleazer, Jeremy Gott, and Jude Pinnell. For the Grants Pass Cavemen: Mason Bennett, Jace Blanchard, Cade Brandis, Brandon Ziegler, and Corbin Sawyer. Junior Sleazer with it for South up top, wearing the South Medford home whites. Jeremy Gott pulls the trigger from the wing and connects for 3. Ziegler nearly traveled with the basketball, able to hold on to it and get it over to Corbin Sawyer. Sawyer up top to Jackson Paulin. Paulin stops and gets it back out to Brandis. Brandis goes right over Malcolm, and an offensive foul is called. Our sponsors keep these events free for fans to enjoy. Please let them know you appreciate their support. And please support Table Rock Sports by subscribing to our YouTube channel. Just go to YouTube, search Table Rock Sports, and hit that red subscribe button. Jackson Wheeland brings it across the timeline for the Panthers. Left side to Junior Sleazer. Down low to Wheeland. Pass was deflected. Wheeland able to hold on to the basketball, but had his foot on the baseline. Out of bounds. Possession to Grants Pass. The Panthers putting on a full court press, and it's stolen away by Wheeland. Wheeland up ahead to Malcolm, who throws it down. Defense to offense for the South Medford Panthers. Something we've been saying a lot this year. Ball loose and controlled by Grants Pass. In the corner, Jackson Paulin for 3. Short. Out of bounds. I don't believe anyone touched it, and they didn't. It'll be South Medford basketball just a couple minutes into the first quarter. A 3 by Jeremy Gott and a dunk by Devin Malcolm. The only points on the board so far early. Junior Sleazer with it left side. Sleazer, pass deflected out of bounds. It'll remain with South Medford as Evan Booth will check into the game. Jeremy Gott drives baseline, kicks it up top to Booth. Booth picked up his dribble, gets it in the corner to Jude Pinnell, finds a slashing Jeremy Gott, who takes the contact and finishes strong off the glass. No foul called. It's a 7-0 South Medford start on the John L. Scott scoreboard. And a carry. Tough defense on the point of attack by Junior Sleazer. Forces the turnover, and the ball will go back to the Panthers. Sleazer around an Evan Booth screen, and an offensive foul is called. An illegal screen going to be charged to Evan Booth. Mason Bennett with the basketball for Grants Pass, wearing their road blues with white trim. Jackson Paulin surveys the floor. Gets it over to Cade Brandis. Down low to Brandon Ziegler. It's stolen away by Wheeland once again. Second steal of the first quarter. Wheeland probes, kicks to Sleazer. Around to Pinnell. Jeremy Gott in the corner. His 3 off the mark. And up ahead, Grants Pass with it. Brandon Ziegler all alone. Lays it off the glass and in for 2. Sleazer spins, goes up against a couple of cavemen, and finishes over the top of them. 9-2 South Medford just about halfway through the first quarter. Mason Bennett working against Jackson Wheeland of South Medford. Poland takes a three from the top of the key. Left it a bit short. Evan Booth, a strong rebound. He'll take it himself. Up ahead to Jude Pinnell. Booth may have gotten away with a travel violation there. Wheeland into the key. He gets blocked and a foul is called.
Jackson Holland called on the foul. Jackson Wheeland at the line, shooting two.
Jackson Wheeland at the line. Connects on both for South Medford. The lead up to 9. And a blocking foul is called underneath. The Panthers sideline can't believe it as Jackson Wheeland took the hit, but he'll get charged with the foul. Senior forward Brandon Ziegler will inbound the basketball. Up top to Poland. To Ziegler, left alone for three, and he buries it. Brandon Ziegler has all 5 points for the Grants Pass Cavemen. Jeremy Gott takes the bump, flips it up, and gets fouled. He'll go to the line to shoot 2. It's our amazing local sponsors who make this coverage possible. And a big shout out to our presenting sponsor, Lithia Auto Superstore, Jeep, Dodge, Chrysler. Head on over to lithiasuperstore.com to find your next ride. TV timeout. We'll step away for a quick commercial break. You're watching Panther basketball on TableRockSports.net.
My Circle K, powered by GP Energy, you can turn an ordinary lunch break into something extraordinary with crispy, crunchy chicken. Grab and go their delicious chicken, chicken tenders, famous biscuits, and tasty sides. MyCircleK.com.
US Cellular believes everyone deserves 5G. That's why we've included 5G on all plans, no extra charge, whether you're working or playing. All US Cellular plans include 5G, no extra charge. Get the new Samsung Galaxy S21 5G free with no hidden requirements. US Cellular.
Get the latest 5G phones for free today at Siskiyou Cellular, an authorized agent for US Cellular with 7 Valley locations. Visit souscellular.com for details.
Fuel your daily adventure at My Circle K, powered by GP Energy. Whether it's morning motivation to get your day going, adding crunch to your lunch, fueling up for a road trip, your journey begins with My Circle K, powered by GP Energy.
Welcome back to Dennis Murphy Court. You're watching the Lithia Superstore Game of the Week, powered by US Cellular at Siskiyou on TableRockSports.net. You see the score on the John L. Scott scoreboard south with a 6-point advantage halfway through period number 1. Jeremy Gott at the line for the Panthers, shooting 2. Want to give another big shout out to our other presenting sponsor here at TableRockSports.net, Siskiyou Cellular of Southern Oregon, with 7 convenient locations to serve you. Siskiyou Cellular of Southern Oregon, proud presenting sponsor of Table Rock Sports. Devin Malcolm checks back into the game for the Panthers to replace Jude Pinnell as Jeremy Gott connects on both free throws. And then Gott will be replaced by Isaiah McKnight. So McKnight, Malcolm, Jackson Wheeland, Junior Sleazer, and Evan Booth, the 5 on the floor for the South Medford Panthers. For the Grants Pass Cavemen, Cade Brandis, Corbin Sawyer, Brady Robertson into the game for the first time, Jackson Paulin, and Mason Bennett. That's your 5 on the floor for GP. Offensive rebound for Grants Pass. The baseline jumper off the mark, and a strong rebound by Isaiah McNaught. Here come the Panthers the other way. McNaught into the key, kicks it out to Sleazer. And now Wheeland will reset up top. McNaught in the corner to Malcolm. Malcolm penetrates, lowers his shoulder, and an offensive foul is called. Brady Robertson with it for South. And it's stolen by Evan Booth. Wheeland up ahead to Malcolm, who throws it down for two. Timeout called by Grants Pass. We'll take one as well. You're watching the Lithia Superstore Game of the Week, powered by U.S. Cellular at Siskiyou on TableRockSports.net.
Choose a company that best represents you and our local community.
Choose a company that focuses on relationships rather than transactions.
Choose a company that empowers their employees and provides growth opportunities from within.
Choose a company that shows compassion and rises to the occasion in times of need.
Call a John L. Scott broker today.
This year, don't just replace your windows, renew them with beautiful and energy-efficient windows from Bill's Glass. Having new windows installed by Bill's Glass dramatically update and improves the look of your home and helps reduce energy bills year-round. Let Bill's Glass show you what you've been missing. Bill's Glass, the largest glass company in Southern Oregon for your home or auto, as well as the trusted industry leader for over 50 years. Bill's Glass in Ashland, Medford, and Grants Pass.
Welcome back to Dennis Murphy Court. You're watching the Lithia Superstore Game of the Week, powered by U.S. Cellular at Siskiyou on TableRockSports.net. An errant pass out of the back court by Grants Pass, and South Medford will retake possession with a 10-point lead. Trent Anderson into the game for the first time for Grants Pass, as Devin Malcolm throws it down. His third dunk of the first quarter, and it's 17-5 South Medford. Stolen away by Malcolm. Up ahead to Sleazer. Sleazer lays it up and in. A 14-point advantage for South Medford. Grants Pass in trouble. It's stolen away by South once again. Wheeland up ahead to McNaught, who finishes the alley-oop. The highlights keep on coming for the South Medford Panthers. Three on the way, and off the mark, rebound to Devin Malcolm. Malcolm trying to bring the entire gym down on that one, and he'll go to the line to shoot two. The Eye Care Associates of Southern Oregon at 950 Royal Avenue in Medford hope you are enjoying today's game. They have a wide range of eye care services for the entire family. To learn more, visit Eye Care Southern Oregon and see how Dr. Brian Mitchell and his team can help your vision needs. And the free throw by Malcolm off the mark. Let's take a look at one of the many highlights by South Medford. The first one coming around the 7-minute mark. Jackson Whelan with the steal. Up ahead to Devin Malcolm, who throws it down for 2. Back to live action. Malcolm off the mark on that second free throw. So the score remains 21-5 in favor of South Medford. Ball is inbounded to Jackson Pollen. Pollen across the timeline. Over to Brady Robertson. Robertson down low to Ziegler. Ziegler has all 5 all 5 Grants pass points, but he traveled with the basketball there. No shot. And South will have it for the final 25 seconds. Sleazer to McNaught. Back to Sleazer for the final 10 seconds. Sleazer drives, kicks, swings. McNaught to Booth for 3. Bang! Evan Booth from downtown, and that will bring us to the end of the first quarter. All South Medford after 1. The score on the John L. Scott scoreboard, 24-5. We'll be right back with more from Dennis Murphy Court on TableRockSports.net right after this quick commercial break.
You're a coach or plan to be a coach. What kind of coach do you want to be? This?
Hey! What is that? Come on, go higher! You're killing me!
Or this?
I love it. I love what I see. I don't care about the mistakes. Everybody makes mistakes. Guys making millions of dollars on Sunday, they make mistakes.
Know your role. Learn more at southernoregonsports.org.
There's a time machine, not so far away, that takes you back to a world just a few streets wide, where wonder rules the day and families are transformed, from the smallest bug-eyed explorer to that surliest know-it-all. So dive into the past and let them see the world through a simpler lens called Southern Oregon. Their adventure begins when you travel Medford.
Welcome back to Dennis Murphy Court. You're watching the Lithia Superstore Game of the Week, powered by U.S. Cellular at Siskiyou on TableRockSports.net. All South Medford in the first quarter. You see the score on the John L. Scott scoreboard. Big shout out to our amazing local sponsors who make this live coverage possible, including Avista Utilities and our friends from My Circle K, powered by GP Energy. Morning motivation, crunch in your lunch, and fuel for your road trip begins with My Circle K. And a foul down low called against GP. Junior Sleazer to inbound it for the Panthers. Up top to McNaught, back to Sleazer. Pinnell thought about the 3, got his man in the air. Evan Booth in the corner. In the corner, the beautiful show and go. And Jeremy Gott finishes for 2 at the rim. He's got a team high and a game high 9 points. Jackson Pollen kicks it out. Nathan Greenberg takes a step and unable to connect. All 5 points for Grant's pass so far belonging to Brandon Ziegler. Junior Sleazer were well off the mark. And somehow the ball was saved by both Evan Booth and Jude Pinnell, falling out of bounds. Pinnell from outside. Can't get it to go, and the rebound to Jackson Pollen of Grant's pass. Over to Nathan Greenberg. Ziegler from 3. And doesn't draw iron. Gabe Adams checks in for South Medford. Cade Brandis into the game along with Corbin Sawyer for GP. Wheeland around a Gott screen. Gott will drive again. And a foul is called before the shot. And it'll be free throws for South Medford as they are in the bonus. Got perfect on the free throw. Now into double figures as South increases their lead. Now a 22-point advantage. And Gott connects on both. Cade Brandis. Out to Brady Robertson. Up top to Jackson Poland. Poland drives, loses the basketball. Isaiah McNaught with the steal. Up ahead to Jeremy Gott. Gott takes the contact and lays it off the glass for two. Gott up to 13 points now in the first half. Poland with it, right side. Looking down low for Cade Brandis. Brandis goes up. And a foul is called. So Brandis will go to the line to shoot two.
Cade Brandis shooting two.
Want to give a big shout out to our over 100 new subscribers on our YouTube channel. If you'd like to join the team, just head on over to YouTube, search Table Rock Sports, and hit that red subscribe button. We really appreciate the support and it helps us stay in the game. So Cade Brandis will check out with the only non-Brandon Ziegler points for Grants Pass. Ziegler still the only caveman with a field goal in this game. Wheeling for South Medford, down low to Devin Malcolm. To Jude Pinnell. Wheeland. And a foul is called.
Jackson Holland called on the foul. Jackson Wheeland shooting 1-1.
Wheeland, the freshman guard, starting for this talented South Medford basketball team. And he has proven again and again why he deserves a spot on the starting five. Just really can do it all. As the point guard, his excellent ball handling skills, terrific vision on the court, plays hard-nosed defense, and even scraps for those rebounds and those loose balls. Off the back iron on that second free throw. Nathan Greenberg across the timeline for Grants Pass. Mason Bennett steps into a three and connects. Now finally somebody other than Brandon Ziegler connects on a field goal from Grants Pass. And the Cavemen into double figures. Devin Malcolm looks to answer. Off the heel. Gabe Adams fighting for the rebound, but it falls to Nathan Greenberg of Grants Pass. Up ahead to Ziegler. Ziegler lowers his shoulder, little spin around, in and out. Tough luck. And the rebound to Devin Malcolm. Malcolm going all the way and gets fouled as he gets into the paint.
Brandon Ziegler called on the foul. Devin Malcolm shooting 1-1.
Malcolm back at the free throw line. He's got 6 so far in this first half. Make it 7 after the free throw.
Preston Robertson for the Panthers, Junior Slazer.
Second free throw bounces out. Rebound to GP. Robertson with it up top, being guarded by Malcolm. Ball loose, and a foul is called. Malcolm being a bit too aggressive, going for the basketball. That is his second foul. Nathan Greenberg over to Sawyer. Around to Robertson. Up top. That's Preston Robertson to Brady Robertson. Robertson into the key. Out to his brother Brady. Rather, that's Preston. Preston turns, spins. And Grant's Pass able to get it out. And a timeout called by Grant's Pass. We'll take one as well. We'll be right back from Dennis Murphy Court. You're watching Panther Basketball on TableRockSports.net.
Is that we have the best selection and the best value for the dollar.
My name's Haley, and I've been showing sheep for 5 years through 4-H and pigs for 2 years through 4-H. 2 years ago I got grand champion, and today I got reserve grand champion. It's a really good program, and it teaches the kids self-responsibility. And the program wouldn't be how it is today if we didn't have people like Sherm coming out and supporting us.
If you shop with us, you will save money.
It takes meticulous planning, continuous monitoring, and forward thinking to deliver the perfect 3-egg omelet.
Welcome back to Dennis Murphy Court. You're watching the Lithia Superstore Game of the Week, powered by U.S. Cellular at Siskiyou on TableRockSports.net. South Medford with a 32-10 advantage over the Grants Pass Cavemen on the John L. Scott scoreboard. Halfway through the second quarter. Thank you for joining us here on TableRockSports.net. Cavemen will have possession out of the timeout. Cavemen inbound the basketball. Over to Mason Bennett. Up top to Nathan Greenberg. Brady Robertson dribbles out of the corner. Around to Bennett again. In the corner, Preston Robertson. Mason Bennett has a lane and then tips the basketball out of bounds. Jackson Wheeland will bring it across the timeline for the Panthers. Jude Pinnell on the elbow. Junior Sleazer in the corner. And he buries the three. The lead up to 25 for South Medford. Wild shot by Nathan Greenberg goes over the backboard. Possession to South Medford. Jackson Wheeland absorbs the contact and able to finish off the backboard. Largest lead of the game continues to swell. It's now 27. A long two by Preston Robertson off the mark. Here's Jackson Whelan with the rebound, leading the charge up ahead. Whelan down low to Malcolm. Sleazer around to Gabe Adams to Pennell. Three on the way. It's good. Jude Pennell from downtown, and the lead is up to 30. Just beautiful basketball by the South Medford Panthers. Swinging it around, finding the open man, and it's Pennell who puts the exclamation point on that last offensive possession. Preston Robertson working against Devin Malcolm. Difficult task. Corbin Sawyer with the answer for GP on the other end. And a timeout called by South. We'll step away for a quick commercial break. Final minute plus right after this when we come back.
Workers' comp claim was denied. Or was it accepted? Now what are you supposed to do? Find out for free. Call Schlesinger and de Villeneuve immediately and let us fight for you.
Since 1991, Medford area residents have looked to Eye Care Associates of Southern Oregon for vision care for the whole family. Specializing in optometry for adults and children, ECA uses state-of-the-art diagnostic tools to scan for health risks and get your prescription just right. Get your students a comprehensive vision check to ensure they have their best chance to learn and succeed. And look good while you see well. Specialists in our optical boutique have extensive styles on hand or can special order. We hope to see your family at Eye Care Associates of Southern Oregon. Visit eyecaresouthern.com to learn more.
Waiting, even a few days, to report a work injury or illness could cost you everything. But how do you know what you should do? Find out for free. Call Schlesinger and de Villeneuve immediately and let us fight for you.
Welcome back to Dennis Murphy Court. First possession out of the timeout for the South Medford Panthers. Jude Pennell at the top of the key. Drives in. Flips it up. A couple of Panthers on the floor. Rebound to Grant's pass. Trent Anderson with it for GP. Anderson, the reverse, blocked by Pennell. Outlet pass up ahead to Jerez Miller, to Junior Sleazer, who throws it down. Mason Bennett with it for South. You hear just how pumped up the Panther sideline is for the defense that the five on the floor is putting on right now. Bennett able to connect on the first free throw. Fans, make sure to stick around for the PlayMedford.com halftime report coming your way next. We'll take a look at the first half stats and replay some of the top moments from the first half and get you ready for the second half of action. All that and more from the PlayMedford.com halftime report coming your way after this. Jerez Miller over to Junior Sleazer, and the Panthers will hold for the final possession. Over to Miller. 5 seconds. Miller stops on a dime. Into the key. Pennell from the corner. Off the mark. And that will bring us to the end of the first half. The score on the John L. Scott scoreboard. South Medford 42, Grants Pass 15. The PlayMedford.com halftime report comes your way next. We'll be right back after this on TableRockSports.net. You're watching the Lithia Superstore Game of the Week, powered by U.S. Cellular at Siskiyou.
Chrysler Jeep Dodge of Medford. We've stocked up with over 200 new vehicles from Chrysler, Jeep Dodge, and of course, Ram trucks. Choose from one of our largest inventories ever of new Jeep Cherokee 4x4s. Test drive a new Ram 1500 and see why Ram is Motor Trend's back-to-back-to-back three-peat truck of the year. And remember, we've added the convenience of test drives from your home and an online process to purchase and deliver your new vehicle. You'll find the new vehicle you want at the low price you deserve. Only at the Lithia Chrysler Jeep Dodge of Medford Superstore.
Dear Dad, I was afraid to say this to your face, but I heard you yelling again from the stands during my game. You were shouting at the coach, the refs, even the other parents. It embarrasses me when you yell at everyone. It really stresses me out. I love sports, I love my team, I just want to play, but not if you always lose your temper. Love, Katie.
Know your role. Learn more at southernoregonsports.com.
Welcome back to Dennis Murphy Court. You're watching the PlayMedford.com halftime report on TableRockSports.net. You see the score on the John L. Scott scoreboard. South Medford 42, Grants Pass 15. The leading scorer in the first half, Jeremy Gott with 13 points. He leads all scorers. Junior Sleazer for South Medford has 9. And over on the Grants Pass side, Mason Bennett and Brandon Ziegler each with 5 to lead the Cavemen in scoring. Sports leagues and activities for the entire family are coming your way from the Medford Parks and Recreation Department. It's time to sign up now for summer fun. Go to PlayMedford.com where you'll find the Coach Pistole Softball Camp, July 12th through the 14th, led by the SOU National Champion coach and players. You'll also find junior golf lessons along with USTA youth tennis programs, along with all your other favorites. Visit PlayMedford.com to register today. We're going to step away for a quick commercial break and hear a very special word from our Medford School District on reopening schools safely. When we come back, we take a look at the top plays. You're watching the Medford Parks and Recreation Halftime Report on TableRockSports.net.
Back. Our middle and high schools are ready to welcome students back for in-person learning.
School may look a little different, but some of the most important things remain the same, like the chance to connect with teachers, see friends, join in activities, and make plans for our future.
Welcome to Everett, people! In this video, you will learn key information about how our middle and high schools are preparing for students to return and what we can all do to ensure everyone's safety as we get back to school.
As students arrive, by bus, car, foot, or bike, they will follow new protocols and safety practices. On the bus, students wear masks and sit socially distanced.
Families can find the bus routes on your school's website under Our School. Drop-off locations and protocols at many schools have changed.
As students arrive on the school grounds, staff will direct them where to go, either heading to class through the main entrance or straight to their classroom through the exterior door.
A staff member will greet students and do a visual check for wellness.
Students play an important role in keeping others healthy. If you have any of the following symptoms, stay home.
Visitors and volunteers may not enter school buildings at this time. Families who make prior arrangements may enter the main office.
Once inside, students and staff will follow the arrows to keep distance as they walk the halls.
Every classroom has been measured and desks have been placed to ensure physical distancing between students. Sharing of materials will be discouraged, but when sharing is required for an activity, extra precautions like washing hands before and after are taken. Students will be grouped into cohorts, stable groups of students, and they will stay with those groups during the day. We have increased cleaning throughout the day and are instituting deep cleaning at the end of each day for all high-touch surfaces. Additionally, our maintenance team has worked to increase ventilation throughout our school buildings. Thanks to updates to our system, HVAC systems are set to bring in fresh air an hour before school starts each day, and classroom air will be cycled hourly.
Meals continue at our schools. At our middle schools, students can receive a free breakfast and lunch. Students will eat their lunch in the classroom or the cafeteria while remaining socially distant. At our high schools, students also receive free breakfast and grab-and-go lunch at the end of each school day to bring home. Breakfast will be available for the first few hours of each school day for students.
One important way we are keeping staff and students safe is through the regular and consistent use of masks. Students and staff will wear masks throughout the day.
Make sure your mask fits well over both your nose and your mouth, and consider bringing a backup.
Our schools will continue to encourage proper hand hygiene, including washing hands for 20 seconds with soap and water,
and using hand sanitizer at stations located throughout the building.
Welcome back, students.
Welcome back, students.
Welcome back to Dennis Murphy Court. You're watching the PlayMedford.com halftime report on TableRockSports.net. You see the score on the John L. Scott scoreboard. South Medford with a 27-point advantage over the Grants Pass Cavemen. Let's take a look at some of the top plays from the first half. It was a lot of dunking for South Medford, and they got it started early. Defense to offense. Jackson Whelan with the strip. Hands it off to Devin Malcolm, who throws it down with two hands. Later on in that first quarter, again, defense to offense. This time Evan Booth with the steal. Jackson Whelan up ahead to Devin Malcolm, who finishes at the other end 4-2. But the dunk show was not done. Oh, no. Later in the first quarter, Isaiah McNaught, the nice pass, and the one-handed tomahawk slam from Devin Malcolm. But wait, there's more. Still in the first quarter, defense to offense. Sleazer the swipe. Jackson Whelan lays it up, and Isaiah McNaught finishes the alley-oop. And finally, out of the first quarter into the second, just about a minute to go. Jude Pinnell with the block, and then the outlet pass up ahead to Jerez Miller. Miller to Junior Sleazer, who throws it down and would give South their 42 points of the first half. This broadcast would not be possible without the support of our amazing local sponsors, including the Eye Care Associates of Southern Oregon at 950 Royal Avenue in Medford. They have a wide range of eye care services for the entire family. Visit eyecaresouthernoregon.com to learn how Dr. Brian Mitchell and his team can help with your vision needs. We're going to step away for one more quick commercial break, and when we come back, the third quarter tips off from Dennis Murphy Court. You're watching Panther basketball on TableRockSports.net. It's all part of the Lithia Superstore Game of the Week, powered by U.S. Cellular at Siskiyou.
In RBTD all my life. When we moved to Talent, that's when we purchased our house.
All those memories were in that little spot for 17 years.
Everything in that house, all our firsts, everything gone.
Now more than ever, with so many families being displaced, their kids will still be able to come to school to Phoenix and Talent because they'll be able to use RBTD.
Fuel your daily adventure at My Circle K, powered by GP Energy. Whether it's morning motivation to get your day going, adding crunch to your lunch, fueling up for a road trip, your journey begins with My Circle K, powered by GP Energy.
So your workers' comp claim was denied. Or was it accepted? Now what are you supposed to do? Find out for free. Call Schlesinger and de Villeneuve immediately and let us fight for you.
Welcome back to Dennis Murphy Court, the home of the South Medford Panthers. You're watching the Lithia Superstore Game of the Week, powered by U.S. Cellular at Siskiyou. South Medford 42, Grants Pass 15 on the John L. Scott scoreboard. Thank you so much for tuning in wherever you may be watching. Sorry you can't be here in the gym with us, but you're getting the next best thing, and that's watching it live for free on any device on TableRockSports.net. This live free coverage would not be possible without the support of our amazing local sponsors, including our title sponsors, Lithia Auto Superstore, Jeep, Dodge, Chrysler. Visit LithiaSuperstore.com to find your next ride. and by Siskiyou Cellular of Southern Oregon. With 7 convenient locations to serve you. Siskiyou Cellular of Southern Oregon, proud presenting sponsor of TableRockSports.net. The Grants Pass Cavemen will start with possession, and the third quarter is underway from Dennis Murphy Court. Nathan Greenberg with the basketball, hands it off to Mason Bennett. A different starting 5 than to start the second half than what started the game for Coach Tyler York and the Cavemen. Greenberg on the left wing being guarded by Jackson Wieland. Cade Brandis hands it off to Greenberg. Greenberg into the key. Passes it off to Brady Robertson. A correction, that's Mason Bennett. Greenberg with it again. Brandis drives, dumps it off, and a baseline jumper for Corbin Sawyer falls. And the first points of the second half belong to the Grants Pass Cavemen. Jeremy got his man in the air and will lay it up and in for 2. You have to respect the jumper, and Gott took advantage of his defender out of position. Ball poked away by Pinnell, but controlled by Cade Brandis of Grants Pass. There, Pinnell gets the steal. Pinnell the other way. Sticks with the play and lays it up and in for 2. A lead back up to 29. It's been as much as 31. Brandis lowers his shoulder. Gets it up top to Corbin Sawyer. Sawyer drives, can't finish off the glass. Devin Malcolm the rebound. Up ahead to Jeremy Gott. Gott gets hacked, and a foul is called.
Cade Brandis out on the foul. Gott at the line shooting 2.
Gott unable to connect on the first free throw. Brady Robertson comes in to replace Corbin Sawyer for Grants Pass. And Gott splits a pair. So the lead back to an even 30. Greenberg lost the basketball, but Mason Bennett was there to pick it up. Three on the way from Cade Brandis, off the mark. Devin Malcolm the rebound, and he's looking to push. Malcolm all the way, and lays it off the glass and in for 2. On the finish, Devin Malcolm. Timeout, Grants Pass. We'll step away for a quick commercial break. You're watching the Lithia Superstore Game of the Week, powered by U.S. Cellular at Siskiyou on TableRockSports.net.
Way to ride would be just to get on the bus and go. RVTD helps me to be independent. The bus goes everywhere I need to go. I've become pretty good friends with even some of the drivers. They really care about the passengers. I have to use the power wheelchair, which makes it convenient to have to ride the bus because they have the ramps that go down so you can get on and off really easy. I feel very safe. And now more than ever, RVTD is a very important part of this community. I don't know where I'd be without it.
Welcome back to Dennis Murphy Court. You're watching the Lithia Superstore Game of the Week, powered by U.S. Cellular at Siskiyou on TableRockSports.net. South has opened the third quarter like they started the game on fire. Let's take a look at the play that preceded this last time out. More defense to offense. Jackson Wieland and Devin Malcolm combining for the steal. And then look at this. Wieland off the glass for Devin Malcolm to throw it down. And the Panthers having a lot of fun here tonight. Ball nearly stolen, but GP able to recover. Mason Bennett from the corner. His three off the mark. Bennett down low to Ziegler. Ziegler, a little turnaround flip shot is good. Brandon Ziegler accounting for 7 of these Grants Pass 19 points on the board. And Jeremy Gott his alley-oop a little low, but Devin Malcolm sticks with it and finishes at the other end. Robertson takes a deep three. Off the mark, and loose ball, last touched by South Medford. This broadcast is brought to you in part by Bill's Glass, the industry leader and clear choice in Southern Oregon for almost 50 years. Locally owned and family run, Bill's Glass in Ashland, Medford, and Grants Pass. When you hear that crash, think Bill's Glass. Brady Robertson, right side. Driving is Cade Brandis. His flip shot is up and good off the glass. Jackson Whelan pushing the pace the other way. Steps into a three. Left it short. Followed his own miss. Whelan in the key. Kicks it out to Jeremy Gott. To Jude Pinnell in the corner. Gott up top. In the corner, Junior Sleazer. Sleazer drives baseline to Devin Malcolm. Malcolm left alone for three. Off the mark. Junior Sleazer tips it back up and in. Down low to Brady Robertson. Robertson shot off the mark, and that will bring us to a TV timeout. We're going to step away for a quick commercial break. Don't go anywhere. More Panther basketball coming your way next on TableRockSports.net.
My Circle K, powered by GP Energy, you can turn an ordinary lunch break into something extraordinary with crispy, crunchy chicken. Grab and go their delicious chicken, chicken tenders, famous biscuits, and tasty sides. MyCircleK.com.
U.S. Cellular believes everyone deserves 5G. That's why we've included 5G on all plans, no extra charge, whether you're working or playing. All U.S. Cellular plans include 5G, no extra charge. Get the new Samsung Galaxy S21 5G free with no hidden requirements. U.S. Cellular.
Get the latest 5G phones for free today at Siskiyou Cellular, an authorized agent for U.S. Cellular with 7 Valley locations. Visit souscellular.com for details.
Fuel your daily adventure at My Circle K, powered by GP Energy. Whether it's morning motivation to get your day going, adding crunch to your lunch, fueling up for a road trip, your journey begins with My Circle K, powered by GP Energy.
Welcome back to South Medford Panther basketball. The Panthers with a 34-point advantage over the Grants Pass Cavemen. Thanks for tuning in. We appreciate your support as we continue to bring you live coverage of high school athletics from around the state of Oregon, absolutely free on any device. South Medford will start with the basketball out of the timeout. Junior Sleazer with it for South as he crosses the timeline. To Isaiah McNaught, right side. Titus Bloodsaw into the game for South Medford. Cross-court pass to Sleazer. Sleazer drives and gets bumped on the baseline. Just the first foul for either team in this second half.
Brandon Ziegler called on the foul.
3 is up, off the mark, and the rebound. Loose ball picked up by Grants Pass. Little inside-out game. Cade Brandis with it on the corner, up top to Mason Bennett, around to Nathan Greenberg. Brandis had it stolen away by Isaiah McKnight. McKnight looking to go the distance and will get fouled as he went up for the shot.
Cade Brandis called on the foul. Isaiah McNaught shooting 2.
Sports leagues and activities for the entire family are coming your way from the Medford Parks and Recreation Department. It's time now to sign up for summer fun. Go to playmedford.com where you'll find the Coach Pistoli softball camp July 12th through the 14th, led by the SOU national champion coach and players. You'll also find junior golf lessons and USTA youth tennis programs, along with all your other favorites. Visit playmedford.com to register today. Evan Booth going for the loose ball. Ball out of bounds, last touched by South Medford. The Panthers will have it as we approach the 2-minute mark in the third quarter. A runner in the lane is good by Trent Anderson. Desmond Claiborne also into the game for South Medford. Kicks it out to Junior Sleazer. Over to Evan Booth. To McNaught. Down low to Titus Bloodsaw. Bloodsaw's pass to Evan Booth. A little bit off the mark. Booth puts a lot on it and a little bit too much as it sails into the arms of the Grants Pass Cavemen. Trent Anderson, the fancy dribbling, goes up and gets blocked, but a foul.
Isaiah McNaught called on the foul. Trent Anderson shooting 2.
Today's game is brought to you in part by Avista Utilities and our friends from My Circle K, powered by GP Energy. Morning motivation, crunch in your lunch, and fuel for your road trip begins with My Circle K. A strong rebound off the missed free throw by Desmond Claiborne. And South with it the other way. McNaught to Titus Bloodsaw. Bloodsaw goes up and gets fouled. Commentators curse. I pointed out how there was just one foul through the first 6+ minutes. And then there have been 4 more in the last minute. No Bloodsaw at the line to shoot a pair. And Bloodsaw connects. Second free throw off the heel, ball out of bounds. Last touched by Grants Pass. Excuse me, by South Medford. It'll be Grants Pass ball. In the corner, Jackson Poland in and out. And a loose ball foul. Going to be called against South Medford. A correction, against Grants Pass. Jackson Wheeland will check in for Junior Sleazer. Final 45 seconds of play in the third quarter. In the corner, Desmond Claiborne around to Evan Booth. Jackson Wieland to Isaiah McNaught. Around to Booth. In the corner, Claiborne from three. It falls in. Bounced off the top of the backboard, and it falls. Everything coming up South Medford. Ball out of bounds. Last touched by Grant's pass. Good on-ball defense by Isaiah McNaught, and the Panthers will have it for the final 17 seconds. Left side, McNaught. Around to Wieland. Wieland picked up his dribble. Gets it to Booth. 5 seconds remaining. To Wieland. In the corner. Why not? And that three off the mark. That'll bring us to the end of the third quarter. The score on the John L. Scott scoreboard, South Medford 59, Grants Pass 23. Don't go anywhere. The fourth quarter comes your way next, right after this on TableRockSports.net.
You're a coach or plan to be a coach. What kind of coach do you want to be? This?
Hey! What is that? Come on, guy! You're killing me!
Or this?
I love it. I love what I see. I don't care about the mistakes. Everybody makes mistakes. Guys making millions of dollars on Sunday, they make mistakes.
Know your role. Learn more at southernoregonsports.org.
There's a time machine, not so far away, that takes you back to a world just a few streets wide, where wonder rules the day, and families are transformed, from the smallest bug-eyed explorer to that surliest know-it-all. So dive into the past and let them see the world through a simpler lens, called Southern Oregon. Their adventure begins when you travel Medford.
Welcome back to Dennis Murphy Court. The fourth quarter coming your way next here on TableRockSports.net. You see the score on the John L. Scott scoreboard. All South Medford in this one as they face off against their Rogue Valley rivals, the Grants Pass Cavemen. Jackson Whelan across the timeline, joined by Jerez Miller, Titus Bloodsaw, Evan Booth, and Isaiah McNaught. Whelan surveys the floor, puts up a shot. Can't get it to go. Ball out of bounds. Last touched by South Medford. Jackson Poland across the timeline for GP. Trent Anderson floater in the lane, in and out. Tough break. A rebound tracked down by Brady Robertson. Second chance opportunity, Poland from outside, off the mark. And the rebound to Isaiah McKnight. The show and go by Jerez Miller off the glass, a little too strong. Trent Anderson lowers his shoulder, gets all the way to the cup, and finishes for two. Jerez Miller down low to Bloodsaw, over to Whelan. And Whelan, a sloppy pass stolen by Anderson. Anderson hounded, and he will get fouled. And the clock will continue to run as per OSAA rules. Two free throws coming up for Trent Anderson as the clock will stop at 6:20. Anderson connects on both. Jerez Miller, down low to Bloodsaw on the elbow, over to Whelan. Up top to McNaught. McNaught hops up in the key, gets it to Evan Booth. Whelan in the corner to Miller. And a silly pass. Miller fortunate to get that ball back. Bloodsaw being hounded, and he gets fouled. Side out for the Panthers. Booth kicks it out. Miller, show, pops up, and his jumper from the key off the mark. Isaiah McNaught, and the ball blocked by the underside of the backboard. Trent Anderson with a full head of steam. His flip shot off the mark. Jackson Wheeland with the rebound for South. Wheeland wasting no time. Kicks it out. Jerez Miller for three. It's good! Jerez Miller from downtown. And then there's Miller on the defensive end getting the steal, and a foul is called. Gabe Adams and Mike Adee will check in for South. Free throw off the mark, but Evan Booth is there to corral the offensive board for South. They reverse it around to Adee. Back up top. Adee to Bloodsaw. Back to Adee. Over to Adams. To Miller. Bloodsaw from the elbow. In and out. And Evan Booth gets hacked. He'll go to the line to shoot two. And we're going to have a TV timeout. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back on TableRockSports.net.
Is that we have the best selection and the best value for the dollar.
My name's Haley, and I've been showing sheep for 5 years through 4-H and pigs for 2 years through 4-H. 2 years ago I got grand champion, and today I got reserve grand champion. It's a really good program, and it teaches the kids self-responsibility. The program wouldn't be how it is today if we didn't have people like Sherb coming out and supporting us.
If you shop with us, you will save money.
It takes meticulous planning, continuous monitoring, and forward thinking to deliver the perfect 3-egg omelet.
So good, so good, so good are the South Medford Panthers. You see the score on the John L. Scott scoreboard. They host their Rogue Valley rivals, the Grants Pass Cavemen. Thank you for tuning in to the Lithia Superstore Game of the Week, powered by U.S. Cellular at Siskiyou. Evan Booth at the free throw line, shooting two, and off the mark on that first free throw. A lot of high-flying dunks by South Medford in this game. And I think we've got a play of the game picked out for you in the post-game show, so make sure to stick around after the conclusion of this one to relive that with us here on the broadcast. And an illegal screen called against Grants Pass. Jerez Miller across the timeline for South. Gabe Adams to Titus Bloodsaw. Evan Booth, the baseline jumper. A little bit off the mark. Rebound corralled by Corbin Sawyer. Now up ahead to Nathan Greenberg. Greenberg, a beautiful find to the cutting Cade Brandis, who kicks it out to Mason Bennett. Up top to Ziegler. Sawyer drives baseline. And he'll get fouled. Ball out of bounds under the basket for Grants Pass. And a foul called as the ball was being inbounded on Evan Booth. And Bloodsaw punches it out of bounds. Will Grants Pass inbound the basketball? Find out next on Table Rock Sports. And the Cavemen able to get it in. Mason Bennett down low to Ziegler. Ziegler. And a little bit off the mark. Another foul is called. And Grants Pass will inbound it once again from their own basket. Nathan Greenberg to inbound. Pass stolen away by Mike Adee. Up ahead to Evan Booth, who finishes at the other end for South. Ziegler down low. He's been working all day long in the post. And he finishes with the turnaround baby jumper. Under a minute to go. Pull-up jumper is good. Gabe Adams connects from three. And it pass stolen away by Bloodsaw. Bloodsaw throws it down as the Panthers to 69 points. More defense to offense for South Medford. It's been their calling card all season long. And that will do it. The South Medford Panthers defeat the Grants Pass Cavemen 69-29. Let's take a look at our play of the game. It came back in the third quarter. Defense to offense. Jackson Whelan and Devin Malcolm combined for the steal. And then Whelan lays it off the glass for Malcolm to throw it down. For our executive producer, Joe Brett, and our cameraman, Trayvon Dorsey, I'm Jonathan Kerman saying so long from Dennis Murphy Court. You've been watching South Medford Panther basketball on TableRockSports.net. Thank you for tuning in to the Lithia Superstore Game of the Week, powered by U.S. Cellular at Siskiyou. We'll catch you next time.